Meta just changed the way you advertise. And if you're planning on running Meta ads in 2026, this is how you should be doing them. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what changed and what you need to do differently now to start crushing it on Meta again. For those who do not know me, I am Rami Nassar, a PPC expert with over 10,000 hours spent running ads and millions of dollars in ad spend. I'm going to show you how the new system thinks, how it delivers your ads, and then give you a simple checklist of what you need to change inside your account so you can start seeing results again, preferably before anybody else figures it out. Before Andromeda, Meta took its first big punch with iOS 14. Overnight, Meta lost a massive chunk of the data it depended on. Performance dropped, costs went up, and that golden era of laser targeting disappeared. Meanwhile, Google survived because people literally tell Google what they want. Meta relies on behavior and tracking to guess what you're into. When that tracking got cut, the system became half-blind. And while Meta was dealing with that, a second wave hit, generative AI. Google's like ChatGPT and Midjourney suddenly made it ridiculously easy to pump out ads, and most of them look the same. Cheap, low-effort AI slop flooding the platforms. Millions of ads competing for the same attention. The old delivery engine simply couldn't keep up with the level of noise. The Andromeda update is Meta's answer to all of this. They rebuilt the entire way the system thinks, how it decides which ad to show, when to show it, and where to show it. It became more about Meta's ability to read context and predict what the user is likely to respond to today, which format, which placement, which style, all in real time. Now that we know what triggered this change, let me show you what you need to be doing to win with Meta in 2026 using a 10-step checklist. I will go over them quickly, and if you need to know more, you can simply leave your question in the comments. So what do you need to do to win with Meta ads in 2026? Here are 10 best practices. 1. Keep it simple. One clear goal per campaign. Start with one campaign per objective. Sales, leads, or messages. Always use campaign budget optimization unless you have a very strong reason not to. And please, do not create 5 versions of the same campaign or same ad set. 2. Go broad and stop over-segmenting. The instinct when performance drops is to target tighter. That used to work in the old days. Today, too much segmentation just starves the algorithm. In 2026, the power is no longer in adding 15 interests to your ad set. It is in robust tracking and, most importantly, your creative, which leads us to the third point. Feed the machine with a creative variety. Andromeda performs best when it has a lot of creative options to test. Different hooks, different angles, different visuals, different formats, because it matches the message in the creative to your audience preference. Don't just give it one ad and expect miracles. The more quality creative options you give it, the faster it will find winners. Point number 4, keep your content fresh and rotating. Keeping your content fresh is important. Don't treat ads like billboards that sit there for a month. Every week or two, add new creative, especially when you see performance dipping or when your frequency creeps up. Have solid tracking. I know most advertisers hate setting this up, let alone business owners who want to do it themselves. But it is very important. The system thrives on good data. Make sure your pixel and your conversion API are correctly installed. And if you can connect your CRM, then you are golden. That tells Andromeda which leads or customers are actually valuable. And that's the best possible feedback signal you can give to the system. Point number 6, stick to one main conversion event per campaign. If you ask Meta for purchases, add to carts, and leads in the same campaign, you're basically sending mixed signals. It will confuse the algorithm and it won't know which behavior to optimize for. Once you have this working for you, then you can create another campaign for a different stage of the awareness funnel. Point number 7, give your campaigns enough time and budget to learn. Don't assume because it is AI and is fast that 2 days are enough to gauge the performance. Give your new campaigns a reasonable budget and enough time to exit the learning phase. Look at performance over the last week, not the weekend. The system needs data points. Sometimes it's holding your ad for the right person and hasn't found the right match yet. If you switch it off too early, then it never gets the chance. And your budget should match your audience. If you are targeting a tiny area of a small population, then you do not need a massive budget or 100 creatives. But the bigger your audience, the more budget you will need. Simple logic, because Andromeda needs enough clicks and signals to understand who your winning users actually are. Point number 8, look at performance as a system, not isolated ads. This is what's working now and will probably continue to work in 2026. Some ads work as hooks, some work as closers. A video might bring in cheap clicks while a simple static ad in retargeting style does most of the conversions. So when you check the results, zoom out, look at the campaign and the overall funnel, not just one ad. This is why you shouldn't switch off anything too quickly. Give your ads at least 72 hours, ideally 3 to 4 days, before making any decisions. Point number 9, scale smart and don't smash the budget. When a campaign works, don't go crazy with the budget, because that breaks the performance and resets the rhythm. Nothing new here. This has always been the case. Even more important now. Increase gradually, 10% at a time, maybe 20%, and give it a couple of days between jumps. This keeps learning stable and avoids shocking the algorithm. Point number 10, keep creating and avoid lazy AI slop. Creative is the main lever now, the main decider of who get to see what ad. The system can find the right people, but it cannot fix a boring offer or a lazy ad. Use AI to speed things up. Even Meta's built-in AI tools are solid, but don't rely on generic content that looks like everyone else's. Talk in your audience's language. Show real benefits. Test different hooks, different angles, different messages. This has always been important, and in 2026, it's even more critical. Simple formats like text on a natural background can still work if the messaging is strong and relevant. So before Andromeda, it was all about knobs, more manual control, more audiences, more switches. After Andromeda, the winning mindset is fewer campaigns, broader targeting, and cleaner tracking, and a lot more creative testing. There's no magic hack here, no perfect universal campaign setup. The patterns I shared are what consistently work for me and for a lot of advertisers that we have researched. Creative and data are your two biggest allies now. Andromeda is smart, but it still needs you to give it something worth showing. And the best way to do that is to understand your audience properly. That doesn't just help Meta, it helps every platform you're gonna advertise on. Which is why the next video is all about how to do audience research in 2026 using the same AI tools agencies use for a fast, effective, and accurate research to build your next campaign with confidence and to scale your business. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want more of this content.